Today's episode covers a new BMW M CSL sale, shifting autonomous rules out of China, OEMs tightening battery supply chains, fresh ADAS investments from tier suppliers, and Waymo building a charging depot as its robotaxi service grows. Welcome back to Autonews Daily. I'm Leah Morgan. Let's dive into today's headlines. First up, BMW M has introduced its first M CSL model for sale. This marks a notable moment as BMW's high-performance division brings the CSL name into a production model that signals the brand's ongoing commitment to performance even as electrification reshapes the luxury market. The move shows how legacy performance badges are being translated into modern product strategies, balancing track-focused engineering, lightweighting, and the customer desire for a high-performance driving experience in an era where electrified powertrains and performance software increasingly define what M can be. For buyers and competitors alike, the new CSL model represents more than a halo car. It's an important benchmark that may influence rivals' plans for their own performance variants, both gasoline and electric. And it will be watched closely for how BMW balances traditional driving dynamics against emissions targets and the broader shift to electrification. Expect the rollout to be used as a marketing and technology showcase, demonstrating how performance divisions can preserve brand DNA while adopting new engineering approaches, from advanced materials to hybridized or fully electric systems where applicable. Transitioning now to regulatory developments. China has issued new autonomous driving rules that could influence global standards. The updated framework outlines how companies must handle testing, data, safety responsibilities, and interactions with human drivers and local authorities. While the specifics reflect local legal and operational realities, these changes are significant because China is one of the world's largest markets for automated driving development, and regulatory approaches there often create ripple effects elsewhere. Global manufacturers and suppliers will be evaluating how these rules affect their development timelines and deployment strategies. For multinational OEMs and technology firms, harmonizing technical capabilities with differing national rules is already a core challenge. New Chinese regulations may accelerate standardization efforts or push companies to design modular systems that can adapt to regulatory variation. Observers will be watching how compliance, liability, and data governance are handled in practice, since those elements have implications for cross-border partnerships, testing programs, and public acceptance of autonomous services. Moving on to supply chain headlines. OEMs are focusing heavily on securing battery supply chains to meet accelerating EV demand. The shift toward electric vehicles has made reliable access to battery cells, raw materials, and processing capabilities a strategic priority for automakers. This attention covers everything from long-term supply agreements and joint ventures to investments in cell manufacturing and recycling infrastructure as manufacturers seek to avoid bottlenecks and control costs. That focus is reshaping procurement strategies and partnerships across the industry. OEMs are increasingly pursuing more integrated approaches, investing upstream or forging alliances with miners, chemists, and battery manufacturers to secure chemistry, capacity, and supply flexibility. The pressure to deliver affordable electric models at scale means manufacturers must align production capacity, logistics, and regulatory compliance across multiple regions, and that in turn drives faster innovation in battery chemistry, manufacturing efficiency, and second-life solutions. For consumers, a more robust battery supply chain can lead to more competitive pricing, better availability, and steadier improvements in range and longevity. Next, tier suppliers are committing fresh investments into ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. These companies are stepping up spending on sensing, software, and compute platforms to support features such as adaptive cruise, lane keeping, and more integrated driver monitoring. The investment wave reflects the dual reality that automakers want to accelerate the rollout of advanced safety features while keeping costs down through scalable supplier solutions. Tier suppliers' moves matter because they sit at the technical and commercial intersection between OEMs and component technology. Their investments can speed standardization around sensor suites and software architectures, lowering barriers for OEMs to adopt higher levels of driver assistance across model ranges. This trend also highlights the competitive pressure on tier suppliers to offer flexible, updatable systems that can support both current ADAS features and future automated driving capabilities. For the industry, more capable and cost-effective ADAS modules can lift safety performance broadly and create a clearer pathway to incremental automation without requiring each manufacturer to reinvent core systems. Please like and subscribe. This helps us keep bringing the news to you. Finally, and most watched today, Waymo is building a charging depot in Santa Monica as its robotaxi service expands. This move illustrates how autonomous mobility providers are increasingly investing in the physical infrastructure needed to support large-scale electric robotaxi operations. Charging depots are not just places to replenish batteries. They are operational hubs that manage fleet charging schedules, maintenance, vehicle staging, and software updates, essential pieces of a reliable, real-world autonomous service. The Santa Monica depot signals a maturation of robotaxi logistics. Companies running autonomous fleets must account for energy management, vehicle uptime, and urban integration in ways traditional automakers do not. For city planners and communities, such depots raise questions about siting, grid capacity, local traffic impacts, and the potential benefits of reduced private car usage. For competitors and partners, Waymo's investment is a reminder that scaling autonomous services requires parallel investment in both digital systems and real-world infrastructure, from charging hardware and grid coordination to operational centers that keep vehicles moving efficiently and safely. As autonomous taxi services expand, expect to see more co-development between mobility companies, utilities, and local governments to ensure adequate power supply and minimal neighborhood disruption. The transition also highlights the importance of standards for depot operations, vehicle-to-grid integration, and workforce training for the technicians who will service these electric autonomous fleets. Thanks for joining today's episode. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates from across the automotive world. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.